Hey, so guys, thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. This is my another video on like studying in Thailand. So today I invited my friend who is studying at Thammasat University to discuss more on the campus life, subjects, and experiences we have studying at Chulalongkorn and Thammasat University, and we will compare both programs a little bit. So I hope you guys find this video informative. So yeah, let's begin with our introductions. Ivy, could you please introduce yourself first?
Okay, hi everyone. First of all, Nikki, thank you for inviting me today. Hi everyone, my name is Kinyin and currently I am an candidate at Thammasat University. So, in academic year 2022, I applied through Thammasat International Student Recruitment Program, and I was awarded the scholarship through this program. So currently, I am in my first year of LM degree, specializing in business law English program. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So I will introduce myself a little bit too. So I am. My name is Nikki. The real name is Nguyen, but you can call me Nikki. I'm studying at Chulalongkorn University with ASEAN scholarship, and this is also my first year. So I'll be moving on to my second year in a few months, and yeah, so I will be sharing my experience on Chulalongkorn University today. So, okay, Ivy, thank you so much for giving your time. Let's begin with the scholarship that you got. So, you got the scholarship for International Students Recruitment Program from Thammasat University. Can you elaborate on the process and why you decided to apply it?
Okay. I got the announcements of like calling for the international applicant for TISL program, and I applied through this program. And first, the first step is we have to apply through this program together with documentation and our essay about like some 500 word about motivational letter. So if this is the first step. As a second step, they uh, announce the eligible candidate upon our submission through the program. And later on, after the announcement of eligible candidate, they call for the interview to sit in a interview exam for the candidate, and we have to sit in interview through the respective faculty. And at this stage, the respective faculty call for the interviewer to like interviewee to sit in exam, and the prospective professor, they call for the interviewees. And as a next step, when we pass the interview exam, they announce the scholarship to they issue two announcements. The first one is a successful candidate from the interview session, and the second one is scholarship guarantee. And yeah, and the next step we have to confirm the study for the announcements. Yeah, this is the like summary of the step we have to pass through if we or if you want to apply through the TISL program.
Okay, so like the exam that you have to take is the interview, just the interview, right? Is there like a written exam too? No?
No written, just submission and interview exam.
Okay, I see.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's similar to the ASEAN scholarship as well. We have to submit a form, and it includes like three letters about your future perspectives and why you want to study in Chula and things like that. So for Chula scholarship, I made a video about it. So if you want to know more about it, you can just check it. So okay, I think it's a good summary on the scholarship. So why don't we move on to the program itself? So I would like to start with the tracks that Thammasat has? What kind of tracks do they offer?
Typically, they offer two track. The first one is thesis track, as most of us are already familiar with. But the second track, it's called independent study track. So for this track, we are not familiar what it's actually about. It's just like a small version of thesis track, because for like for the whole program to have an LLM degree, we have to fulfill 36 credits in total. So thesis for the thesis track, thesis itself account for 12 credit, and for independent study IS track, it's account for 6 credit. So the rest of the credit, we have to take more courses varying on like compulsory courses and elective courses.
Okay, yeah, I think similar to Chulalongkorn University as well. We have two tracks. We call it Plan A and Plan B. For the Plan A is a thesis track. Plan B is non-thesis track. So for the non-thesis track, you just have to do a research paper kind of thing. It's similar to independent study, I think, and you can finish it in just 1 year. So I think the credits are also similar. For the thesis, you have to fulfill 24 credits the coursework and 12 credits thesis. So for non-thesis, 30 credits for coursework and 6 credits for the independent studies research paper. So it's quite similar. But I think so for Plan B, it's a bit more intensive because you have to take at least 5 courses, and then at the same time you have to prepare for the research paper. So it's kind of it's a lot of work to do in just 1 year. But it would depend on your plan and what you want to do in the future, in terms of choosing which track you want to go. So okay, yeah. So
But I think it's a little bit different from the Thammasat program, because both thesis and IS have to fulfill 2 years complete program.
I see.
They just allow a student to take 4 courses for each semester. So at the limit, we can take only 4 courses per maximum. So like each course account for 3 credits. So each semester it's 12 credit. So if we are choosing the Plan B track, like IS track, we have to, if we complete 8 courses in first year, in second year we have to additionally take 2 more courses, and in next semester we have to do on IS. Yes.
Okay, so it is nonetheless 2 years program, right? Yeah. For us, it's supposed to be finished in the first year, but if you want some more time, you can always extend the semester as well. But you have to pay the tuition fee, so it would be up to the student themselves. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, how about the subjects that you have to learn? Is it the same subjects in both courses? Where are the subjects?
Mostly for each semester they offer at least 5 to 6 courses to take, and among these courses we have to choose 4 courses for maximum. So mostly the courses they offer are connected to the business law, like corporate business finance, IP, and arbitration as automated dispute resolution course. So it's the courses offered by TU LL.M, it's more connected to the practical aspects rather than it's typically based on the theoretical approach, because the purpose of the program is pretty clear that they aim at the students who are working at this and studying at the same time. And so like they offer their like course for part-time program, and classes are usually conducted 5:30 to 8:30 in the evening. So yeah, their reason of the reason behind the program is like intended for the students who are working, and additionally to apply to the program they require working experience. So yeah, it's like most courses are connected to the practical approach.
Okay, yeah, that's very interesting. I think the main difference between our programs is there, because Chula program is a full-time program. So what it means by that is it's usually during the daytime. So my classes are usually from 9 to 12, or sometimes in the afternoon, like 2 to 5. Sometimes they take the whole day as well. So it's more of I would say it's not focused on the working like people who would want to study and work at the same time. And yeah, I think the courses offered are also similar as well. So they also offer like 5 or 6 classes per semester, and you can choose like you can choose more than 4 actually. Like you can take like 5 classes in one semester if you can. But the limit as to not the limit, well, the minimum as to like how much you could take is like 10 classes for the independent study program and 8 classes for the thesis program. And I think in terms of subjects, it's a bit different from Thammasat, because our courses are not really depend on like the practical aspect of it, but there are, well, the theoretical approach is more visible, and they don't really teach about the title or like they connect theory to the title. They just focus more on the understanding of the theoretical approach of each subject. So for me, I since the beginning of the semester, I choose like subjects such as security regulations. There is IP law course, but I didn't take it. But and there are several other course. My favorite courses are like transnational law course and corporate crime. So like those subjects, they are not actually practical, right? In a sense, but it's more of if you want to like focus more on the academic instead of the practical approach, I think these subjects are more interesting for those students. So yeah, I think compared to Thammasat, our program is more encouraging towards those who wants to pursue a career in academic rather than like aiming to work in Thailand in the future. So yeah, I think that would be the main difference between our programs. So how about the professors? Who are the professors for your course?
Yeah, for each course, there's at least 2 to 4 professor in each offer courses. So yeah, like we have like the for each semester is a range of roughly 4 months, right? So in each month, each professor teach one portion of the whole course. So yeah, mostly professor are Thai professor, and but maybe some of them are assistant professor or foreign professor, but mostly are Thai. So yeah, their main focus is on Thai legal system and its connection to the practical approach. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's also very interesting because for our courses, most of the professors are not Thai. So we
Mm-hmm.
have one professor is from Canada, and there are other professors from like Singapore, SMU, and also there are professors from the US as well. So we have like a wide range of professors from different parts of the world. And of course they have like different backgrounds, and they don't really understand what's the situation in Thailand. So they don't really offer the practical aspect of what's like working in Thailand, but they do offer like other unique perspective on the law subjects, which we didn't learn during our undergraduate years. So yeah, one part of like there I would say that there's advantages and disadvantage to it, because one disadvantage is they sometimes, since like we experience different teachers from different part of the world, their teaching style is kind of like different. So like you cannot expect for all the classes to be the same format. It would depend largely on the professors on how they approach the teaching. And one good thing about it is, as I mentioned, it's they come from different backgrounds, so they offer different style of teaching, and then they also have many experience on the subjects that they teach, and they publish lots of articles about it, and they offer like a great record of research, things like that. So I guess it's good for you if you want to be in the academic field or not, but like you can make more connections if you really want to be in the academic field, and you can pursue further degrees. So my professors, they, when I talked to them about like my plan to work in the academic field, they were very welcoming, and they would give me advice and like how to pursue like further degrees and things like that. So yeah, it will up to like the students' motivation on like what they want to do, and the practical aspect of it, like in terms of choosing the courses between Thammasat and Chula. Okay, let's move on to a bit more fun part, which is the campus and students' life. So yeah, wow, like where is your campus, and how is your campus life? It's like.
Yeah, actually, Thammasat have roughly 4 campus, but the campus I'm currently studying is called Tapracheng campus. So it's located in the old city of Bangkok near the palace, Royal Palace. So it's have connected with both pros and cons. Like it's really in the old town city, but meanwhile it's not connected to the other part of Bangkok, which are like the most commercial part. And it's sometimes it's really that like the campus is surrounded by the government office and yeah, mostly governmental related parts. So it even does not have the public transportation like MRT or BTS. If we have to like use the public transportation, we have to go farther away from the campus. So it's a con about our campus. And besides, the campus is really small compared to the other campus of Thammasat, which is Transit. It's located outside Bangkok, and but it's it have it's really have a variety of facility, whereas our campus don't have much of the facility because it has a small one compared to the Transit. Yeah, and it even if it compared to Chula, it does not have much like it's the combine is really small and not much to enjoy. But I still like the campus. It's really small, and but I still have the vibe of the university student life. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've been to. I don't really been to the campus, but like I've been to the museum, like right beside the campus, right? So I know the area around is quite chilled, not very busy in terms of like the traffic and the people. Yeah, I would like to visit, like, if I have a chance to as well. Yeah, I think in compared to Chula, as you mentioned, it's different because Chula is in the middle of the city and it's surrounded by the commercial places. So you can just go to the mall, like very famous places like Platinum or other malls like, yeah, there are different malls around the area, and so like the faculty itself is right beside a famous shopping mall called Samyan, and you can just go there and watch like movies, and there are a lot of snacks and other entertainments as well. So yeah, in terms of campus life, I would say Chula is very similar to Yangon University, and it's also have a lot of facilities as well as like swimming pool, gyms, and other things that that indoor like sport areas and then outdoor sport areas, things like that as well. So I feel like if you have a chance to attend in Chula, you should explore like every single part of it. And it's quite interesting as well, like to see the campus life of the undergraduate students. Yeah, so yeah, I think that would wrap up our video because mostly I think we covered most part of it. Do you have anything to add, Ivy?
Yeah, something I would add on is like it's the coursework at Thammasat is really too much. Because as I mentioned earlier, that for each course they have like at least 2 to 4 professor, and each professor is keen on assign much coursework as they can possible. So it's sometimes it's really too much because when you are not too focused only on uh, studying, meanwhile when you are working at the same time, it will be too much for you because like the professor like tend to assign many coursework during the classes, and also the examination. Like we don't have the second exam, but we have take home examination. So for this exam, we have to write many paper because each professor assign each, and it's accumulated to more for each course. And if we finish studying for 4 months of semester, it will be like we have to spend almost a month to finish like to finish the paper and assignment.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I forgot to mention about it. Actually, I think the coursework for us is like we have one course per month. So like if you have like 1 month of intensive course with 1 or 2 professors, and then after that you have to take the exam. So it would depend on the professor as well, like in terms of what kind of exam that you have to take. So for us, is sometimes it's like take home exam, like assignments and things like that. But sometimes you have to actually go to the class to take the exam. But it's usually just essay type, sometimes a short questions type as well. So it would depend on the subjects that you take. So the type of exam that you have to take as well. Yeah. But I feel like some of the challenging parts is like we also have like 2 or 3 professors per each course, and we face the same kind of problem as well. Sometimes like each professor has to assign one thing to us just for them to be able to give us like a grade. So like one, you have to learn from like 3 professors. Each professor assign us like one writing assignment, and it's sometimes it would like create so much pressure to us because the deadline are the similar, and you have to finish one thing to just start working on the other. So yeah, I think it's also the same for us as well. And one other challenge is, I would say, like it's usually the class time is like in the afternoon. So if you want to work and study at the same time, you will have to like arrange something. Like you cannot go to work. Sometimes there are like important meetings that you cannot attend, so you have to talk to your boss and like everything, just to be able to attend this course as well. So I don't really encourage students to work and study at the same time if you cannot multitask, because it would make you really busy. Sometimes you won't even have time to socialize and connect. I think it's also important that you network while you're in Bangkok as well. Like be able to meet other people, be able to meet students from other parts of the world. So it's also important building relationships as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. How about the students? So how many students, like international students, you have in the program?
Not much. In my year, I just encountered one Chinese student that she dropped out during the first semester. But in my senior year, I have to encounter like one Taiwanese student, one Vietnamese, and two Burmese students. These are all like all foreign student in our program. So like the rest, like about 10 to 15 are Thai students.
Yeah. So is the difference with Chula is that we have, since it is the international program, so we only have like two Thai students, and all the other students are um the international students. So I have friends from China, like two friends in China, and then we also have other exchange students from Finland and Sweden, and also some other students that you got to meet from other batch as well, like Indonesian students. So yeah, I think in terms of the diversity of the students, Chulalongkorn program is a bit more. It covers a range of students, so it makes the discussions really interesting. Like when you talk about the one topic from the Western perspective, and then you can also hear from Chinese perspective, from Burmese, from Asian, ASEAN perspective as well. So it makes the classes really interesting. And the classes are quite small as well. Like they only have like at most it's like 10 students. So you get to like learn from each other, and then also talk to the professors in person if you have any concerns, any questions. They can give more time to you than having a bigger class. So I think that is also one of the good things about your local university program. Okay, yeah. So I think we are running out of time. So yeah, we can end the video here. So for the viewers, if you have any questions or any concerns about the scholarship or each of our programs, you can just comment down below and we can answer afterwards. And yeah, so I hope this video is informative for you. And thank you so much for giving your time, Ivy. I think we cover most things. But if you have anything to add more, we can make other videos as well. So I hope to invite you in other videos ideas. If you have any ideas, you can also suggest to me. So yeah, thank you so much for your time, and we can end the video here. So goodbye.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you for inviting me today.